This is your daily market recap for January 27th, 2022. Let's go. This is Dan Max at EXP Realty, aka the Trading Agent, and this is my stock, Bitcoin, gold, and silver daily market recaps. Please subscribe if you like what you see. Thank you. This is Dan Max at EXP Realty, aka the Trading Agent. This is your daily market recap for Thursday, January 27th, 2022. Let's get into it. So starting off again in the Discord room, if you are watching the video, hit pause, jump into the Discord room, get at it, because there's a ton of stuff that is just getting dropped here all day to help trading, help talk about some of the trades we're in. Please subscribe. Again, I mean, this is a website or a channel that's built for education. There's a lot to learn in trading. If your bank account and balance is not positive, then the feedback and the writing is on the wall that you probably need some education. And again, I don't pick up a basketball and assume that I'm going to play in the NBA without practice, education, coaching, and mentoring. So let this be a resource. And on that note, let's jump into Bitcoin. The daily chart. Again, looks like a monster cup and handle, but this handle is just, it's a big mug. It's a big coffee mug. Talked about the volume there and a bounce. I think we should now identify this volume and potential bounce. I like Bitcoin, but I need to see it break the downtrend. I think that's the safest bet. You know, if you just wait for the downtrend to break, I think you'll put yourself in a good position to win, because if it breaks the downtrend with volume, then it's not just another chop fest and drop. So markets are in some scary times. Let's just call it what it is. TLT. Nice bounce. I mean, I've been talking about this, that this range low in the blue has been holding. We got back up to the 20-day. Again, if we can get over the 20-day, I think the bond market, TLT, is going higher. Market loves lower rates. Notice we have a higher low. Just keep that in mind. The dollar. Here's some things that I think people need to check out. So this is the resistance zone right here, and we are at the high of it. Will the dollar continue to break out? I don't like I don't like this big gap. Volume really ain't confirming it. I mean, usually when you see a break of a downtrend, you want to see it with volume. I mean, I don't know where you want to put it. Say here. I mean, that volume is not really that convincing to me, but the action is what it is. You have to respect it. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna bet dollar's gonna fall here shortly, but I've been wrong and I'll be wrong again. That's part of trading. You just go for 85, 90% right, and then you can do okay and or be a really crappy trader but have amazing discipline. The VIX, we have talked about this. We are under crash underway. I think the crash underway is peaking, though. That's where I would look at the seasonality of earnings, and everybody's bearish at the lows. Sentiment is getting pretty nuts. And then you go look at the charts on the SPY and you say, we're making higher lows. If you can get over the 200-day, I mean, that's the thing. This is the writing on the wall. We're hitting support. We're hitting some of the VAP zone supports. It's real simple, and I said this a million times, and if you're not following me on Twitter, I post a lot of live updates on that. You got to get over the 200-day. If you cannot get over the 200-day, then it could chop and proceed to go lower. Let's get into the big problem in the room, and it's really obvious. It's the Qs. I mean, I hate to be someone who just, you know, I've been wrong on the Qs. I really thought ultimately the run it had made was due to pop and flop, because we went on a big ass move like the Qs did in the .com bubble, but the Qs just went, again, people just started believing that tech just never ends. It just goes higher and higher. And I'm telling you, like, if you look at the candles now, hammer, doji, big red, this could be the start of the bear market in tech. And that doesn't necessarily mean the whole market's going to tank. It just means I would be watching tech, and it's due to bounce here at old high. You can see it bounced. I mean, you had some volume in buyers. I just would underweight tech. If you get a pop in tech, this is probably not what most people, I mean, keep in mind, everything is over-owned in tech. Everybody owns everything in tech. Other sectors are under-owned. If tech starts, money starts rotating again, because the market, it rotates. It doesn't destroy money. It's not like money goes to zero. It's a zero-sum game. It's going to go somewhere else. I'm advocating underweighting tech. I'm looking at materials, metals, commodities. It's really that simple. Did a post on this today, and if you notice, here are all the gold lows. Fed day, Fed minutes, Fed conversation, gap, turnaround, gap down, turnaround. I'm not saying for sure anything, but this area, I would not be surprised if you wake up tomorrow and gold gaps and runs away from this. And again, I could be wrong. I mean, keep an eye on the monthly. You're trying to break this downtrend in a big ass cup and handle. At some point, gold's gonna go. It's just, is it tomorrow? Oof, I don't know. Silver. Again, I mean, you can't make this up. Nice gap and doji down. Let me update the charts because the charts are speaking. And if you're listening, you're at the trend. You gotta hold here. It's just that simple. If we do, I think we should be good to go. So just keep that in mind. I like this stuff. And again, it's amazing to me when you talk to folks and you ask them like, hey, what do you think of this stuff? And they're like, oh, it's low. I don't know. And it's like, dude, you're literally getting disgusting low zones on some of these names. And when I say like, dude, like, like, again, I mean, you're at severe discounts. I mean, this action here just doesn't, I mean, you're making new lows on AG. Is this a exhaustion gap, like a novice gap down before it turns around? You don't have to be right all the time, but these are the move, like this is the areas like you want to buy low. And if you buy low with a tight stop, KL, same thing, PAAS, I mean, they all look very similar. They got absolutely shit canned today. And it's like, hey, is anyone interested in buying? It's like walking into a western town and the whole town's gone. It's like, and tumbleweeds rolling around. It's like, no one wants to buy. And it's like, the market's really good at shifting sentiment at the lows so that no one wants to buy. And then at the highs, every mom and their, or not every mom, every idiot and their mom are going to want to buy high. Just saying, I would be on the red alert for buys. X talked about this thing. If you zoom out on the monthly, went from 4 to 30, back consolidating, basing. This looks like a knee bend. And when I say a knee bend, you go lower before you go higher. You shake everyone out. The volume expanding at the lows looks like it's shaking everyone out. Think it's ready to go. Again, you don't need to be a rocket therapist or an astronaut of nothing. Just watch the levels and have a stop. Same thing. VALE, this is a good, I mean, good, another commodity name that's just cheap. So cheap. Just seems to be holding up. Overlay this over the Qs and you can see there's a direct correlation of -1. Qs go down, this is going up. Now again, I don't know short term if this is a buy or not, but it's just funny to me, man. People are like, where's the money going? It's like, it's going into materials. That's where the money's going, Lebowski. Again, even if you look at gold, sorry to zoom backwards, look at how it's acting compared to the Qs. The Qs are making new lows and it's just holding up. Silver, Qs are making new lows, holding up. I mean, I don't know what to tell people because again, when you look now, we're going to get into the tech names and you go, do you want to own those? Here's AMD. If you're new to this channel and you're like, why are you talking about AMD? I identified the highs here, this head and shoulders top, and this has been crap. And again, I liked it potentially as a buy on the 200-day. It held it, but look what happened. Goodbye. I mean, this stuff is getting oversold. It's due to bounce, but man, it's going to lag. And when you watch something lag, you're going to be like, I see why you leave it alone. I mean, these names are just not performing well. Apple's on a different little level. I think the 100-day, I put out an alert on this. I like it. They had earnings after hours. Of course, they beat. They're doing good. We'll see what happens. Again, keep an eye on this thing because if Apple breaks, adios the market. That's all I'm going to say. MicroStrategy, I mean, this thing has been acting like crap. I think it's due to bounce if Bitcoin bounces. It's just really that simple. Roblox, holy testicle Tuesday. This thing is now breaking the IPO lows. I mean, it's a $40 billion company with real revenue and lots of kids addicted to it. I mean, I'm going to be having dinner with a family whose kid plays this shit 7 hours a day and every freaking penny of his money he makes goes into this. Sounds like a casino online for kids. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, Roblox. But anyway, I'd look. I don't know where the bottom is on this thing, but I guarantee that when there is a bottom, I will identify it. But if you like to buy low and sell high, I think you're at levels you can buy and just set stops. And if you're wrong, you're gone. The market will tell you. And if you're right, you can buy it and hold it. Good old RIVN. This thing, again, totally shit canned. I mean, I liked it here for a bounce, and it did bounce, but then it's just been straight solo. Again, the 20-day is going to be my demarcation. And again, let's jump into some of the things that, again, using the again, and again, I've told you people who just love to troll that, oh, you can't sell Tesla. Yeah, you absolutely freaking can, because when it goes on big moves, then it consolidates. And here we go. I thought we were going to hold the trend lines. Wrong. Again, I'd watch the 200-day for a potential bounce, but lower lows, lower highs, and lower lows. That is not a bull trend. But what happens at the lows, we'll see. I mean, you see one more big blowout day, man, you might be in a zone to buy. It's just, again, buy the stuff that's acting better. Commodities. I mean, I've talked about the tech war. Do you want to own the army or the bullets? I'm trying to own the bullets. The army is picking the winner of this tech war, and I don't know who it's going to be, but damn if it's not easy to say that these names are just acting like complete dog shit. Whatever. People won't learn until they get burned. UTHR, again, get over 215. Watch the bottom end of the trend line. Good old PENN, said for a million times, it just hits the 20-day and it can't get over it. So the 20-day becomes your demarcation of bullishness. Who knows what's going to happen. EXPI, you are holding tight. Again, if interest rates hold, and notice how they're making higher lows, it looks very similar to the TLT. Recently it's in bottom. I know the stock has gotten shit canned, but there are good things going on with them. But that doesn't necessarily mean it has to go higher. And let's end it off on the oil names, because this is the sector I said gotta watch. You gotta watch. We broke the trend line, back tested. Now you're getting pretty sloppy and choppy. I am not super confident in ExxonMobil short term, because you are at some important areas. You can see very clearly this is the 100 month, the 200 month, and the trend line all together. Am I bearish? Nah, I'm more thinking consolidation. Anyway, if you're watching this far, you're not a part of the Discord room. I don't know why you aren't. If you're also watched this far, you're not a subscriber. I don't know what else you need to hear to get you involved. But again, trading is a buy yourself thing, but everyone needs a coach, help, mentorship. I mean, at least a place to vent. Again, I love chatting on TradingView and StockTwits and all these sites, but I mean, it's like you're talking to a bunch of, I hate to say it, noobs and nobodies. I mean, I would be willing to bet that the cumulative account balances of everybody on StockTwits is probably less than $1 million. I mean, it just seems that obvious. There's a bunch of goobers on there. So again, if you're, you know how they say your income is based on the 5 people you hang out with. Well, who are the 5 traders that you follow, and what do they know, and how long have they been trading? Ask yourself that. Again, I'm not trying to be flashy or talk down other people. It's a buy yourself thing. Trade well, be smart. Talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. For more trading knowledge and insight, click on the videos on the right, and also join the Discord room. Link is in the description below. If you have any questions, please stop on by the Discord room and let's chat. Thank you.